It's time now for Coffee with Coach, presented by Duncan. Joined alongside me, as he is every week, is the head coach of the men's hockey team. Coach, obviously not the result you were looking for against Michigan this past weekend. What were your takeaways?
Well, after game one, we just, after the Quinnipiac game, I thought we worked pretty hard. I thought the guys, had a lot of good habits in the game. We wanted to tighten up our support. But Friday night, we just didn't work hard. A lot of clips of guys, not moving their feet to get the spots, being asleep on face-offs. It's just, we got exposed because of it. And we took 6 penalties in the game. We didn't give ourselves a chance to win. And so, I thought Saturday we came back with, I thought the work ethic was there. I thought the battle and the work ethic were much better. And it showed. I mean, I think, we didn't give up much defensively. But our offensive game, for me, wasn't good enough. We didn't have enough guys at the net front. When there were a lot of plays to be made, our passing broke down sometimes, our support broke down sometimes. So I think we took a step after Friday, of work ethic and, being focused and battle level and things like that. But Saturday, we've been working this week much more on our offensive game, trying to get it in a much better spot because, it wasn't good enough.
Coach, I know it's not the result you were looking for, but building off that, do you feel like you take more out of an opening season matchup against, Big Ten, a high major conference?
Yeah, you need to play good teams to find out where you're at, and they kind of let us know where we're at. And I thought it was, while I was extremely disappointed, with us on the weekend, it's like a good hard reset for us. We have 6, juniors. We don't have a senior player on the ice outside of Phillip, but he's in the net. So I thought our bench was way too quiet. We didn't have a lot of guys stepping up and saying a lot on the bench. But I thought, we need our juniors to be seniors. We need our sophomores to be juniors. And we got to bring our freshmen along to be sophomores. And I thought, the freshmen did a pretty good job, but I was, I think our juniors and our sophomores, the message that I've had kind of to them is that, look, guys, you have to grow. You have to grow, you have to get better for our team to get better, and you got to be a reliable player. We can't keep going over the things we went over your freshman year. You have to grow as a player. It let us know where it's at. I still think, we're a team that's going to show a lot of growth throughout the year because this team, has a lot of growth in it. But I think it's good to play someone like that early and kind of see where you're at.
And now we've sat in these seats a bunch of times over the years where you've talked about you like your team getting off campus early in the season, going on the road trip. What do you like to see from your team when they go on the road for the first time?
Well, it just brings you together. It really brings you together for team building because it's you against all of them, not just their team, it's their fans, it's their building, it's everything. So these next 3 games, we're going to get a lot of that. And, when we fly out to Minnesota, that'll give us a lot of time together as a group. And with some adversity. And I think it's going to help us. It's how do we keep growing? Now we want to have success when we grow. I don't want to not have success when we grow, but I think all these things are going to help us keep growing.
Sure, and the matchup this week is against RPI. They just hired AIC head coach Eric Lang, goes over to the Engineers. Coach, what can people expect from the matchup this weekend?
Eric's always been a high-end offensive coach. A lot of guys getting out of the zone early, a lot of guys, a lot of long play. So, I think for us, it's about getting to our game early and trying to set the pace of the game. So those are the things we'll try to be focused on. But it'll be tough. We got to go out and earn our first W here.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck this weekend. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nick.